Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone to our celebration of Srila Prabhupada's Divine Appearance Day here at ISKCON of Silicon Valley. If you're joining us online from various places, we're so glad to have you. Thank you everyone who's come in this morning, even though we were up all night last night. What a gorgeous festival, unsurpassed. And this morning we'll be hearing devotees read their offerings to Srila Prabhupada. This is a tradition that the followers of the spiritual master, the disciples of the spiritual master, and the followers, especially in ISKCON, of our founder Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, in a kind of exhibition of one's faith and realization, make these offerings around the time of the appearance of the spiritual master, whether one's a direct disciple or the disciple of a disciple or disciple of the disciple of the disciple. Can I have that book stand, please, that's up against the window? I think I put it up there last night. It kind of looks like it goes there, but it goes here. And every year, devotees make what's called a Vyāsa-Pūjā book. And it has a collection of offerings of devotees from all over the world. They're mentioned in categories. And you'll see one of the books on Srila Prabhupada's Vyāsasana, because I offered it to him this morning. Thank you. You can turn those the other way. Just turn them. Thank you. But I haven't had a chance to read it yet, so I don't know what's in it. And Madhuri Saki is making a list of some of the devotees who have offerings to read, and we'll work in as many devotees as we can this morning, because the offering is at 12 o'clock. That is, some of the disciples of Prabhupada have been cooking for the last few days to offer him a feast. There are certain preparations that he liked, and so they are making those preparations so that that will be at 12 o'clock. And then after that, we'll have another Guru Puja and a Kirtan, and then after that, there'll be prasadam for everyone. And I'm just guessing, but I think there'll be more devotees closer to prasadam time. And just looking to see who wrote the introduction and how long it is. I'm going to read the introduction just to have as a warm-up, the introduction to this Sri Vyāsa-Pūjā offering to Prabhupada. Actually, the introduction is talking about how a new team is making these books. Up until last year, it was Dravida Prabhu exclusively working alone to do all the layout work, the editing. Of course, the layout work was done by Archita Prabhu, but really Dravida Prabhu took responsibility for these offerings for decades. I know, because I was late several times, or more than several, and we exchanged words about it. And then the meaning of Sri Vyāsa-Pūjā, it's written by Dravida, so I'm going to read that as an appreciation of Dravida Prabhu for his many years of service. Understanding the meaning of Vyāsa-Pūjā begins with understanding the full import of the well-known verse Srila Prabhupada chose to begin his introduction to Bhagavad Gita as it is. Oma jnana timirandasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshur unmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave namaha. I was born in the darkest ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. That torch of knowledge which Srila Prabhupada acknowledged his spiritual master, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, had enlightened him with, and which Srila Prabhupada in turn enlightened his disciples with, is the same transcendental knowledge Narada imparted to his disciple, Srila Vyasadeva, who in turn bestowed it upon his disciples and embodied in the voluminous Vedic library he wrote, culminating with Srimad Bhagavatam. Srila Prabhupada would often describe the bona fide spiritual master as a transparent medium through which the transcendental knowledge could flow down from Lord Krishna himself through the parampara, unimpeded and undistorted, to the submissive disciples eager to hear. So, Vyāsa-Pūjā is the formal offering of glorification, worship, and expressions of heartfelt gratitude to Srila Prabhupada on his appearance day, because he is the genuine representative of Vyasadeva. Srila Prabhupada embodies not only the essence of Vedic knowledge Vyasadeva taught, but also his mood of compassion, exemplified by his writing down the Vedas, which had previously been taught and received orally, to make the knowledge accessible to the benighted people of Kali Yuga, whose minds would be too disturbed for them to simply hear and remember the words of wisdom. Look up benighted. It's spelled B-E-N-I-G-H-T-E-D. At the urging of his beloved guru, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada courageously undertook the Herculean task of traveling alone and virtually penniless to the West at an advanced age, founding the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, managing the latter while circling the world 14 times and writing commented English translations of the essential Bhakti Shastras, the Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and in the form of a summary study, the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, and setting up the Bhaktivedanta Book Trust to publish his books, translate them into all the languages of the world, and provide them to his growing legions of disciples so they could study them and distribute them by the millions. Just as attending Mangalartik and singing the Sri Guru Vashtaka should awaken a deep sense of gratitude in the hearts of all devotees present, whether Srila Prabhupada's direct disciples or his grand or great-grand disciples, every member of ISKCON who participates in the festivities of Sri Vyāsa-Pūjā should feel that their real treasure is Srila Prabhupada's boundless mercy, which impelled him to wholeheartedly embrace the spirit of Paradhukaduki and bestow upon all of us the many ways we can nourish our Krishna consciousness in ISKCON. In this vein, I've written the following poem, the Srila Prabhupada Kripashtaka. I won't be able to do it justice. Only Dravida Prabhu could do that. Trapped within samsara's all-devouring, blazing fire, we had no hope of rescue till your Guru's strong desire inspired and empowered you to boldly cross the sea and teach the truths of bhakti, so some souls would be set free. O Prabhupada, your mercy is my only treasure now. Unto your soothing lotus feet I bow. Patiently you taught us how to chant the holy name, and how to dance, and how to sing, and what was life's true aim. And thus you gave us Lord Chaitanya's teachings unalloyed, and saved us from the all-devouring Mayavadi void. O Prabhupada, your mercy is my only treasure now. Unto your soothing lotus feet I bow. When Krishna Bhakti spread and you had centers here and there, you introduced the worship of the deities so fair. And soon throughout the world their lordships smiled upon your crew and nourished strong devotion to themselves and unto you. O Prabhupada, your mercy is my only treasure now. Unto your soothing lotus feet I bow. Prasadam was your special weapon, no one could resist. Once the Sunday feast had started, no one could desist. Halva, sweet rice, crisp pakoras, sabjis, puris, rice. With these and other preps, you did our tongues and hearts entice. O Prabhupada, your mercy is my only treasure now. Unto your soothing lotus feet I bow. The books you showered down upon the masses and on us taught Scripture's sacred essence, bhakti, pure and nectarous. And while you wrote and relished Sri Sri Radha Krishna's name, and form and pastimes, qualities, and everlasting fame, O Prabhupada, your mercy is my only treasure now. Unto your soothing lotus feet I bow. While managing your ISKCON with the whole world as your stage, meeting, preaching, traveling like a person half your age, you serve their lordship Sri Sri Radha Krishna in your heart, arranging for their pastimes in Vrindavan's secret part. O Prabhupada, your mercy is my only treasure now. Unto your soothing lotus feet I bow. The Guru is as good as God, you said, and some were shocked. But you had simply quoted Scripture. You did not concoct. And sure enough, for those who worship you as they would God, the path of bhakti opens wide and joyfully is trod. O Prabhupada, your mercy is my only treasure now. Unto your soothing lotus feet I bow. If you bestow your mercy, then Sri Krishna gives his too. But if your mercy's lacking, then there's nothing we can do. So every day we should reflect upon your life sublime and vow to serve you always with our body, words, and mind. O Prabhupada, your mercy is my only treasure now. Unto your soothing lotus feet I bow. I pray that my small hymn, though lacking literary worth, presented to remind us of your pastimes on this earth, may find some favor both with you and with your devotees, who hover round your lovely feet like maddened bees. That's definitely Rasa-Basa. O Prabhupada, I pray that bestow your mercy now. Unto your soothing lotus feet I bow. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Sri Dravida Prabhu ki jai. This is one of the heavier versions. We had to print these on print on demand because they were made in Europe and we wouldn't get them in time. So Malini went out of her way to make sure there was a few copies. But it's extremely heavy.